Hi everyone, welcome back to What's on My Plate. So for tonight I'm making a caprese salad. It's going to be delicious and you're going to love it. So let's get started. Okay, so we need 4 tomatoes and I already have the pre-sliced fresh mozzarella. I usually get the mozzarella ball and I slice it myself. I couldn't find it at the supermarket, so I just got the pre-sliced. So you know it's just long, it's not that fat, so I wanted to get tomatoes that can match up with it. So just get a tomato. If you get this type of sliced mozzarella, just get a tomato that's the same size. It'll just look more presentable. So I'm just gonna slice my tomato. Okay, like it's probably about a ½ inch or a ¼ inch, whatever size you want. So I'm going to slice all my tomatoes. And there's about 18 pieces of mozzarella. I counted them. So we need to have the same amount of tomatoes. So you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to be like a good bite. Okay. So I'm going to finish slicing the rest of these tomatoes, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, actually I'll just finish slicing it. Okay, and one more. And these tomatoes are very juicy. Okay, so these are all my tomatoes, and because they're so juicy, I don't want my plate filled with tomato juice. So like what I do is I just lay a paper towel to absorb some of the tomato juice. Otherwise it's going to drip all over the plate and we don't want that. So just put them on a paper towel to absorb some of the juice. Okay. And then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so the next thing I do here is I don't layer it right on a plate with the mozzarella. I actually take the tomatoes, lay them out, and I salt and pepper them. Because you want that flavor on every tomato. If you're putting it all together and then you're salting and peppering it, that means you're salt and peppering the mozzarella, and it's not getting on the whole tomato is my point. So I just lay them down like this, and then I just sprinkle a little bit of salt all over them. Okay, and then I pepper them. Okay, and then I start layering them on the plate with the mozzarella. So now these are perfectly seasoned. Again, because like if you don't do this and you just put them on the plate with the mozzarella, you're not gonna have all that seasoning on the tomato like you're gonna have if you do it this way. So we'll get to the next step and we'll start layering them. Okay, so the pre-sliced mozzarella has a lot of juice in here, so I'd like to take it out of the package. Okay. And then separate them here so all this juice doesn't go all over the tomatoes. Okay. See how this is so quick and easy and it's delicious. I mean, this is just like a classic, but I'm gonna put my chimichurri sauce that we're gonna make next, and it's going to be wow. Okay, so let's just start layering. Okay. Tomato, mozzarella. And this is such a good, refreshing appetizer. Any time of year. Any time of year, this is just so good. Okay. That. Okay. Look at that. Look at how good that looks. I'm going to try to get the rest of these in here too. So we'll get everything in here. I think it can all fit. Okay. 3 more pieces. Okay. There, and then let's do this one. Actually, there's 2 more pieces. Yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. And I have 1 more tomato left. I'll just eat this one. So refreshing. Okay, now the next thing is we need balsamic glaze. I love it. I always use balsamic glaze. So just put it on it. Just sprinkle all over. Look how nice that looks. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to work on my chimichurri right now, and we're just going to add that on top, and it's going to be over the top. Look how good this looks. Sorry if you weren't able to see the whole thing, but look. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so I'm going to work on the chimichurri, add that on top, and then it's ready to go. Okay, so for my chimichurri sauce, you need a bunch of parsley. You can use basil, but I'm using parsley today. I'd like to use parsley when I do my chimichurri. So this is about a cup of parsley. So you just need a bunch of it. Just grab the pack that they have at the supermarket. So parsley goes in, and then we need a half a cup of olive oil. Then we need 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Okay, and then we need 2 garlic cloves. Then we need a half a teaspoon of oregano. Okay. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. 1/8 of a teaspoon of chili powder. Okay, and I've made this on my channel before, so I will put that link in the description. So this just gets pureed in the food processor, and it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and get this whipped up, and then that is my chimichurri sauce. That'll be the next step. Okay, blending up my chimichurri sauce. So blend it till it's smooth to your liking. Okay. Remove the lid. Let's take a good look. Look how good that looks. Yum. Okay, so now we're gonna drizzle this on top of the caprese salad. Okay, so here's my chimichurri sauce. Mix it up and then just start drizzling it right on top. And you do not need that much because it has so much flavor. The chimichurri sauce on its own has so much flavor. And then the mozzarella and tomatoes and that balsamic drizzle have so much flavor as well. And then if you have leftover chimichurri sauce, which you're going to have, go ahead and add that on a piece of fish, on a piece of steak, on your potatoes. It's delicious. So I'm just gonna do another little drizzle. And that's it. That's my caprese salad. Look how great that looks. I'll give you a close-up. Look at that. It's a great appetizer. You're gonna love it. Okay, I'm gonna take some out and I'm gonna put it on my plate right here so you can see. Add it to my plate. Look how good that looks. I'll give you a close-up. Look at that. And just cut into it. Get a piece of mozzarella as well. And this is a perfect bite. Thank you so much for watching What's on My Plate.